Welcome everyone to the Daily Juice Podcast on the Betting Pros Network. I'm your host, Sean, stacking the money green. Give me a follow on Twitter at Sean T. Green. And as always, Daily Juice being brought to you by BetMGM. Use the promo code JUICE. Get a risk-free bet up to $1,000 on first deposit. All right, man. Just been a little chilly here, a little cold. And it's sometimes when I completely get destroyed, then I can, I feel like I can do like a hard reset, something mojo-wise. But I keep going like 1 and 2, 1 and 3. Like I'm not getting completely cleaned out. Obviously not good. But hey, we got the NFL coming up this weekend, aka Super Wild Card Weekend. Got a full slate of picks and a couple little DGen action sprinkled in as well. First touchdown bets. Get you covered over there in the Discord for the primetime games. All right, let's blaze through this recap. Spurs plus 8.5. I got cute here, admittedly. And even while I was saying the handicap, I'm like, the Spurs just got destroyed. Warriors put up 144 points. Again, got cute there. I should have known that first game was the warm-up game, and now Warriors looking to fire on all cylinders. Iona won, didn't get the cover, 75-69, so needed like 8 or 9 more there. 9 exactly. And again, they had some chances in the second half to pull away. They just couldn't get any stops. Like they really. This team is annoying because they had so many good opportunities in the paint, missed layups, just classic college basketball. Again, shouldn't have went with such a huge favorite because there was other college basketball stuff I liked. Just picked the wrong game, Sean. One winner of the evening, Knicks 112-108. Bit of a sweat, but Knicks get it done. Continue to dominate on the road. Couple super strong road fade and ride teams in the NBA. Sorry, already jumping ahead to the NFL. Hey, got a new contest going on. All you got to do is subscribe to youtube.com/bettingpros. Comment on one of these videos, aka this video. You could win a free upgrade to Betting Pros Premium. Again, Betting Pros does a ton of good stuff. I was using Betting Pros tools even before I started working here. So again, highly, highly recommend it. And again, if you don't feel like waiting to win, you can always go to bettingpros.com/upgrade. Bet smarter, not harder. Again, they got you covered. Profitability metrics. I really like their prop stuff, but they really have a ton of projections, especially with like the math stuff. Come on, we got computers and models to do the heavy lifting. You come in, you look at what the computers spit out, and then you get the little human touch on top of it. That to me is what I like about handicapping. All right, speaking of it, let's get down to dirty work. Seahawks at the 49ers. I'm taking the 49ers -9. Can still get that 9 over at Caesars for 2 units. I mean, Brock Purdy to George Kittle has been a super easy connection for them. Last game against Seattle, 4 for 93, 2 touchdowns. That was in Seattle. Christian McCaffrey should have some opportunities. They just got Elijah Mitchell back. They got Deebo Samuel. They didn't even have Deebo Samuel in this last matchup against the Seattle Seahawks. And really, if the Seahawks can't get Kenneth Walker going on the ground, they're really going to be in trouble. And I just don't see how Seattle is going to be able to run on this 49ers defense. Last time, Kenneth Walker went 12 for 47. But I really think what it comes down to is Geno Smith has lost his confidence. I mean, they almost lost that game to Baker Mayfield and the Rams. Like, they did everything they could to lose that must-win game at home. And the 49ers they're poised to just win this game and dominate. And I know what you're thinking. Hey, it's really hard to beat a team 3 times. Since 1970, teams with a chance to sweep in the playoffs are 14-9. So maybe it's not as hard as some people think. But yeah, this just feels like a great spot for the 49ers at home. I do think there's a chance. The stuff we're going against that scares me a little bit is Brock Purdy being a rookie quarterback making his first start. Of course, no rookie quarterback has ever started in the Super Bowl. So maybe the 49ers don't make the run that everyone seems to be projecting them to go on. And maybe Brock Purdy has a letdown game at some point, but tough to project it right now in this matchup, especially at home against Seattle. And really, to me, as good as the 49ers offense has looked and they're getting all their weapons back, I think to me this is just more about their defense. Maybe Lockett can do something, but again, Geno Smith, just the confidence feels rattled. It's really tough to take him on the road, even when you're getting 9 points. So give me the San Francisco 49ers laying 9 for 2 units over on Caesars. One team I have no problem taking on the road. Give me the Los Angeles Chargers laying 1.5 at Jacksonville. Again, get that over at Caesars for 2 units. Chargers are road warriors. 7-2 ATS on the road. Again, home or away, they're used to playing on the silent count. For me, Joey Bosa being back is huge. Now, I know he got a little banged up. Check the injury report. Looks good. It says active groin. So congrats on Joey Bosa for the active groin. I think he should be a full go. And a lot of this is this pick is based on him being able to play. Cam Robinson is out for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I don't know if it's all Cam Robinson, but we saw that game against Jacksonville. Jacksonville was very fortunate to get a win over Josh Dobbs, who is obviously pretty limited as a quarterback. Still thought he was better than Malik Willis. That's why I like them and the points. And, of course, our boy Chig with the massive payday there. Trevor Lawrence really struggled in a big game against the Tennessee Titans. And Joey Bosa, to me, he has a similar impact that you see with TJ Watt. Like, with and without him, the defense is completely different. So I think the fact that he's back is huge for this Los Angeles Chargers team. I'm slightly worried about Travis Etienne against the Chargers rush defense. That does seem to be a weakness for the Chargers. So if you like Travis Etienne, some player prop stuff, or DFS, I don't hate that at all. And Doug Peterson, he is the 7th coach to make the playoffs with the second team. All 6 others of those NFL coaches who have made it to the playoffs with 2 separate teams, their first game with the second team, they lost. Now, I'm also a little worried about no Mike Williams and Brandon Staley as a head coach overall. All that being said, the Chargers are the better team, and they play better on the road than they do at home. So give me the Chargers laying 1.5. Now we're talking a little fantasy, a little player props here. One that jumped out at me, Elijah Mitchell over 40.5 rushing yards over on FanDuel. Again, they got him back. It's clear they want him to be a part of the game plan. He's only played in 5 games so far this year for the 49ers, been banged up for a big part of the season, but he's 4-1 to the over 40.5 in those 5 games. Maybe there's a world where the 49ers get up ahead and Kyle Shanahan pounds the rock. I mean, we're not too far removed from Kyle Shanahan only letting Jimmy G throw the ball, 12 times in the NFC Championship game. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some heavy rush attack for this 49ers. And again, Seattle's 30th in yards per game allowed on the ground. So why wouldn't you attack them on the ground? A lot of sharp fantasy projections have Mitchell going for 8 to 10 carries. I think he could, again, he could get it off 5 carries. This guy is really running hard, and he's kind of fresh because he was out for so long. So he looks hungry running the ball, and I expect him to have a nice game here. 40.5 feels way too low. So give me Elijah Mitchell over 40.5 rushing yards. All right, getting a little cute here. It is wild card weekend. Got to throw out some fun props. Played this in the Titans-Dallas game. I'm bringing it back. Jacksonville versus the Chargers. First drive to end in a punt. -105 over on FanDuel. We have 2 quarterbacks making their first playoff start. Tons of pressure on both. It's very easy to sail a pass. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm doing an act out of me sailing a pass, which almost every pass I throw, I sailed a little bit. I'm too hyped up. That's what they always say. He's coming in. The adrenaline's flowing. You can just see it. 3rd and 6, Herbert or Lawrence just got a slant route over the middle, just skies a little bit too much. Angrily snap off the chin strap, although none of those guys are too emotional. I just like it. First drive to end in a punt, -105. I love the sweat. I love that we're kicking off wildcard weekend. We're going to have a result within, 2 minutes of the first game. Or no, actually, there's the second game. Either way, I really like it. So first drive to end in a punt for the Chargers and the Jags. Yesterday, show I gave out Donald Parham anytime touchdown. I like that even better now that Mike Williams has been officially ruled out. I think I saw it maybe I gave it out in the Discord at plus 750. I've been sending in some screenshots of stuff I like in the Discord as well for the degens in the back, those who practice the dark arts of degeneracy. Donald Parham anytime touchdown parlayed with Mike Gesicki. That pays out plus 55. 5,500, 55-1 over on FanDuel. I made the case for Parham. Again, I think he's going to be involved, and he's a giant red zone target, especially with Mike Williams out. Like it even more. Gesicki, again, very small sample size, but I think he has a little bit of chemistry with Skylar Thompson on the Dolphins. Skylar Thompson has one passing touchdown so far this season. It went to, you guessed it, Mike Gesicki. And I think there could be some opportunities, maybe in garbage time, whatever it is, for Mike Gesicki to get his. Love the parlay together. Do I need to explain to you how I'm a tight end touchdown specialist? No, of course not. You guys know my history with the tight end touchdown bets. All right, so got the Parham Gesicki anytime touchdown parlay at 55-1. First drive to end in a punt for the Jags-Chargers. Elijah Mitchell over 40.5 rushing yards. And then we got Chargers minus 1.5 at the Jags and 49ers minus 9 at home against the Seattle Seahawks. Hey, as always, BetMGM, promo code JUICE. Get that risk-free bet up to $1,000. Follow us on TikTok at BettingPros. Follow me on Twitter at Sean T. Green. Check out my other podcast, the Sports Gambling Podcast. You know what to do. Subscribe, rate, and review. And as always, don't forget to let it ride.